hallway, I was just helping a teacher move books to, helping them move classrooms or something, and it was actually before the school year started, and there was a new choir teacher, and she stopped me and was like, are you in choir? And I was like, absolutely not, that's nerdy. I'm not a nerd. I know what you've heard. But then, nerded right up and joined. And then I became a super nerd and did like all those competitions and sang like, oh, everywhere. And so, it was that little thing that happened that set off a domino effect in my life. So
you just look in the mirror and say, go me.
I'm amazing. Yeah, she did. But honestly, educators for the most part have been a huge part of my just me achieving things, a huge part of my life in the sense of helping me achieve what I want to do, and especially my mother. I think educators are very underrated and underpaid, and I just think coming from the kid who had nothing because of it, I'd be like, I'm really glad you love to teach, but could you have been a lawyer? But no, I'm just kidding. She was amazing, and watching her like be such a proud person in her job, and like she came, would come early for kids that couldn't catch up with the class with reading. She'd stay after. She never got paid more for it. Like, she was just a really, really good servant's heart, and so that was really cool to learn from. So that's my dedicated tear.
Well, you also mentioned,
I have to make a joke so I don't cry. That's what I do.
I'm trying really hard not to.
Yes, that's what we do.
The dedication also says, thank you for introducing me to the thrill of escaping into an adventure, the mysteries of the boxcars and the magic of Matilda. The first book I ever bought for myself as a kid was The Boxcar Children.
I loved them.
Oh,
I did.
When they put the glass milk bottle behind the boxcar in the river, I just thought that was the most amazing thing.
I just loved the whole adventure of it too. Like, I just loved, and we had, there were just several books that kind of inspired me with like the town we were in. Like, there was a trend, there's not much in the town. There is now, it's like booming. But when I lived there was absolutely nothing, except for this train that would go by, and I just thought it would be so cool to just hop on and like, where would I end up? And then, it wouldn't end well, so I'm glad I didn't do it. But, in your imagination, you're like, it's gonna be magical. I'm gonna meet people, they're not gonna kidnap me, it's not gonna end horribly. But I just love what books do for kids, like, and especially that childlike spirit that hasn't lost, that whole craving, that you have for just a magical element of life that I believe does exist in the most corny way, but that's okay.
Right.
Yes.
Is it true you worked in the children's section of a Texas bookstore?
Yes.
Seriously?
Yes, Borders. And here's the thing, they tricked me because I got the job and I was like, I'm gonna be so studious. I'm gonna like go to a journal and coffee shop, and I'm gonna like work in a bookstore. I'm gonna be so amazing. And they were like, you get to work the children's section. And I was like, thank you. Thank you. And then cut to tearing gum off of things. Kids just, now having kids, I get it, but at the time you think they're real cute until they come to your section and it's a tornado. And then I was like, thanks for the children's section. But I did love it though, the kids were hilarious, so, yeah.
What is it like to write children's verse for a picture book versus writing text for a song?
Like, I didn't think it would be very different, but apparently it is. Whenever I first signed up with HarperCollins, all my stories rhymed, because obviously I write, like poetry or songs. So I love the writing aspect of like Still Shelves. I've been up since like 5. Shelves Silver Steam, sorry. But I love all the rhyming books. Those are the ones that really captivated me as a child. So I wanted to do that, and they were like, wow, that's a lot harder than it looks. I'm like, songwriter, got this. And I didn't. I worked with David, my editor, a lot on like, the meter is so different, the cadence is so different in how kids, I guess, receive it. And so it was actually the most challenging part. So yeah, but it was good. It's nice to learn. So
Do you have
I could go to college for it. So.
Do you have a special process where like you have a red notebook and only a certain kind of pen and a mug and a tree, or how does it work?
No, it could be napkins, paper, my notes in my phone, like, it could be everywhere, like on my laptop. I did actually write all these on my laptop on a flight from London to the US when I should have been sleeping. But I did actually use my computer that time. But I kind of write everywhere or regardless if it was this or songs or just kind of never inspired. I'm like, don't forget it. So.
Okay, so you and your yummy husband have 2 babies in your house, River Rose and Remington Alexander. What's bedtime like at the Blackstock household, and do you have special reading or singing rituals?
Yes. We also have a 9 and 15-year-old, so it's covering all of those rooms can be fun. But like we just got back from LA and I was working in the studio while doing stuff for this, and I had our 3 of our kids with us or with me, and you know, you go read with River and we sing, we have our thing. And then she puts her hand in my face and says bye when she's done. And then I go kiss Remy and I put him to bed, and then I go to Seth and see how he's doing. And then yeah, it's kind of by the time you're in bed, you're like, I probably have a microphone, Brent. That was easy.
Do you do voices when you read aloud to the kids?
Oh, totally. I'm a goober. Yeah, if it was like films, I would lose a whole fan base. They'd be like, she's a nerd. And also you have to do it, like I'm kind of terrified to read something because it like there's a lot of adults, so I'm not that terrified. But when kids, like especially a 2-year-old, like they want to do anything but listen to you. So she starts out, she's into it, and you like try and make it exciting, and I'm like, oh, a lion, and then you get louder to like bring them back. You're like, a lion! And it's kind of hard to keep their, the attention span of a gnat. So.
And you say, do you realize I have a Grammy here?
Yeah. Oh, she doesn't care. She does not care. She's very commanding.
So last week you posted one of those describe yourself in 3 fictional character entries on Facebook.
Awesome.
And so for the people that might
Rachel.
have missed it, can you share with everyone what 3 fictional characters were selected to describe Kelly?
I feel like, my friend Ashley actually helped me do that because I didn't even know what was going on. I feel like one was Katniss and definitely Monica Geller. Well, Katniss is because we used the one where she's at the Capitol. Like sometimes I feel like I work in the Capitol and I'm like, what's happening? Everyone looks very frozen. And I don't feel like I fit in a lot. So she picked Katniss for me, and then I definitely am Monica Geller.
Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely.
Well, like, I used to watch that show going,
Definitely.
what? Someone knows me. That's super anal and like weird. And then I can't remember the third one. Who did it? Matilda. Oh, yes. She actually did it because I was like, I kind of feel like it's weird to be like, who am I like? Like, who are the amazing characters that are me? Like, I thought that was really weird. So my friend Ashley picked those for me. But they're very different characters, so I might have multiple personalities. This is the point to this.
Okay, so I've got one final question, and then we're going to move on to the book signing, which is, would you please read aloud to us and perhaps even sing to us from River Rose and the Magical World?
I never get nervous singing, but this is like, I'm gonna totally mess up the words, you're welcome. And I wait. Oh my goodness, it's not weird. River Rose, the magical lullaby. I'll do how I do it with my daughter. That's how I'll do. She was getting kind of it. She's 2, and you didn't want her here, trust. But she had one of those days where you're like, you're your father's. You're not me. Okay. This is hard to do with a microphone. I've already hit the microphone, now it's gonna go and be really awkward. Okay. River Rose loves to, that's loud, why did I go so loud? Here's the book. I so want to die right now, I'm so nervous. Oh, geez. I'm gonna do this thing. Do y'all ever do this if you have little kids? You're like, you start with one page and you skip like 14. The end! Oh my god! Isn't it wonderful? She doesn't know. I don't do that, I'm kidding, I'm a good parent. Okay. River Rose loves to sing, she loves to make new friends. She skips, she hops, she beeps, she bops, she loves to play pretend. Her best friend's name is Joplin, he loves to beatbox too. And tomorrow, for the first time, they're going to the zoo. Oh, Joplin, I'm so excited, I cannot wait to see. Lions that roar and seals that bark, how long can one night be? I should have turned. I love This Is Me. Like, what? That's fine. River Rose tossed, actually, if they actually did me, I'd look like a serious hot mess, because that's how I look on the norm. Okay. And scene. Okay. River Rose tossed and turned. She wouldn't close her eyes until her mom came in and sang to her this lullaby. Every night you lie with me. When I wake, you're still here. I don't know if I ever could find someone as kind and dear. No one gets me like you do. You can tell by my smile. I'm gonna miss you so much while you sleep, but know that I'm by your side. A squeaky this is the worst reading ever, I'm sorry. Or the best, I don't know. The squeaky sound woke River Rose in the middle of the night. Outside her, I don't need to. Outside her bedroom window, something gave her quite a fright. She sat up straight, and there she saw in front of the shining moon a bobbling, wobbling handful of magical balloons. Soon she was flying and swishing through the sky on the adventure of a lifetime with Jocelyn by her side. This is like one of my favorite pictures. Laura Hughes, what? So pretty. That's not part of the story. Then she landed down in the center of the zoo, and right around the corner came a bouncy kangaroo. He was just about to ask if there was something he could do when River Rose jumped up and said, "We've come to play with you." This is my daughter's favorite page. We have to go through every freaking animal, I'm not kidding. Every time I'm like, it's a frog or a rat. And I never know what to do for some of the sound. She turned on all the lights and sang, "There's so much I want to see. Lions, tigers, bears, oh my, let's have a zoo party." Little Wizard of Oz for you. The elephants got things started, spraying water in the air. River Rose danced around and got soaked without a care. Next, she joined the penguins, slip-sliding in the snow. The zebras and giraffes joined in and put on quite a show. She's riding a zebra, which zebras are actually kind of mean. That's okay, shh, don't tell. Okay. Then she asked the turtles, "Can I join you in the water?" She hopped from pad to pad and played tag with an otter. Oh no, a rock below began to shimmy and to shake. Wait, that's not a rock at all. There's a hippo in this lake. She saw an ice, of course I had food in here. She saw an ice cream shop ahead and asked, was it okay to go and build herself a ginormous fudge sundae? River Rose and Jocelyn continued through the zoo. She turned and asked her best friend, "What do you want to do?" Jocelyn took off running right... What? Oh, Jocelyn... What? I wrote it. Jocelyn took off running right... Because I was going to tell you, like, the carousel's her favorite part. That's why I was thinking that and reading, and it didn't... Jocelyn took off running right for the merry-go-round. They rode the ride 100 times, falling dizzy to the ground. And I should have turned. The polar bears were waiting, playing quietly in the snow. She asked if she could join them, but they had to let her know. We're really all so tired now. Polar bears need their sleep. The trick to fun is to let the day be done. That's the secret that we keep. Little known fact that I haven't told anyone, I actually picked polar bears as her favorite because it's my mom's favorite. Because she's one, she didn't know. It's her favorite, so. River Rose realized then it was time to say goodbye. And as the bears snuggled in their den, she remembered the lullaby. Every night you lie with me. When I wake, you're still here. I don't know if I ever could find someone as kind and dear. Through the window and then back to bed, a big smile upon her face. That was a great adventure, but home is my favorite place. So terrified to be able to read. I told anyone that though. I don't even think Harper Collins knows that I picked polar bears as her favorite because my mom, she loved them.
Tell us more.
Okay, talk more.
Thank you so much for visiting with us tonight. It was fantastic. It was so much fun and really such an honor to meet you. Everybody sit tight. There's going to be instructions on the signing card.
Okay, cool.
And
Thank you so much for being my first audience.